All right, Travis Fussell here reporting for the Golf Man channel. We're at the Orlando Show 2007. I'm with the putting guru himself, Mr. Bobby Grace. I sure appreciate you taking the time to speak with me today. Before we get into your product, I have a history question for you real quick. The FBX putter, can you give me a little history about that putter, and then one other question, we'll get into the product.
Well, the FBX was it was a blade I did back in 1995, and actually I did the first prototype in 92. We went into production with it and on tour in 95, and that stood for face balanced X model, experimental model, and we even did another one that was the FBX BC, which was the bottom cavity, which was really cool. Those were gun blued, carbon steel, a lot of hand finishing. And
pretty rare still?
Yeah, there's not very many of them made.
Worth a couple $1,000 probably?
I don't know about that, but they're definitely hard to find, and they are sweet pieces, made like a shotgun. Carbon steel, gun blued, high polished by a gunsmith, so they got a lot of time and effort into them.
Bobby Grace, made famous mostly by his Fat Lady putter, which was, what year was this that this came out and won the Masters? Give a little history there on the Fat Lady.
Well, the Fat Lady was invented in 1993. It was perfected in 94. I met Nick Price. He took it to become the #1 player in the world with it. He won the PGA Championship in 94 and the Canadian Open, and at that time the Sony rankings put him in as #1. I remember when he won the Canadian Open, he even had an article that when he get back to see me, he was going to kiss me, and I'm glad we worked that out. But we had a great relationship. He made, I think he won about 7 other events with our putters, and he made me well known compared to where I was in my garage. Yeah, when I met him, I actually had no employees, and I worked in my garage.
Oh, really? And where did you live in Florida at that time?
Yeah, I was living in Palm Harbor, Florida. I was born in St. Petersburg, and then we quickly got to 40 people and 15,000 square feet, and 90,000 putters that next year. Yeah.
So you moved from you've been with Cobra and now McGregor. Any other companies in between?
No, we had sold our company to Fortune Brands, and they had taken a different turn in '99, and we got the company back. We actually were able to get it back, and we were paid, and we got it back, all the name and likeness. And so I took a year off, bought some real estate, went back into it, couldn't stand to be out of it, built the company back up. Barry Schneider and I got together here in McGregor because his vision and my vision were very, very similar.
Right.
So the partnership here in the last 3 years has been fantastic. We've won almost $50 million of prize money on the PGA Tour, 23 events, and we don't even pay anybody to use the product. So they get paid on Sunday because the product improves their game.
Well, awesome history, and without any further ado, let's get to your new product here. Just give me a demonstration, talk about it, what you're working on, and where McGregor's going in 2007 here.
Well, this product has actually 2 tremendous technologies blended into one release. This product is called the Face Off, and that was born out of the need on the PGA Tour and at demo days to actually remove the face to get different lofts, different densities, different feels, and we devised a method of taking off this face that we can do it in 30 seconds. It's USGA approved, so we're able to do it with a tool that makes it legal. You can't do it on the golf course, of course. But the reason why we did it is you've got hard golf balls, you got soft faces. You've got soft or hard faces, you got soft golf balls. You got fast greens, you got slow greens. You've got all these variables that you're trying to marry up. To be able to switch out the face and to have 2 faces that come with the putter, one a metal face and one a soft polymer face, is pretty neat. Also, when I'm out on the tour and I can have a bucket full of different lofts, and if a guy's having a little problem rolling the ball with a particular green jar somewhere in the country, I can switch it out. So that's really cool. He doesn't have to change.
You can change the loft as well with the faces. Okay, great.
We're going to sell it with 2 similar lofts, but 2 totally different feels.
Right.
And it'll give the customer what they need for marrying up what golf ball they're playing with. Now, the more important technology that I want to stress on is DCT, distance corrective technology. This is going to be one that'll really blow your mind.
Not to be confused with DSI, the old Titleist.
DCI.
Right, not to be confused.
Not to be confused with DCI. No, distance corrective technology. This actually corrects distance in an area where you would hit the putter that will lose energy. Okay, normally, if you take a ping answer putter, and you hit it out on the toe, you're going to lose energy of 4, 8, 12, 15%, depending on how far you get out on the toe. Well, if you can see these two polymer balls, these look the same. They have a very similar softness, whereas the rebound, the liveliness of the product, are totally different. One is completely dead, and one is completely alive. Now watch when I bounce these two. Get a load of this.
Wow.
Right.
Wow, I said.
One is completely dead, one is completely alive. This is one extreme to the other. We don't actually use the dead one, and the crazy alive one, we'll calm it down to where we need it.
Can you make these disappear for us?
No,
I'm gonna do that.
I actually haven't got that magic trick down pat yet. But if you take a look at this polymer insert right here, this shows you the two-color insert that we've made so you can visually see what we're doing inside this insert. The clear stuff, which actually is molded behind the green, is the hot stuff. That's the high rebound stuff. The other is the normal rebound stuff. So normal in the center spot, you don't need any extra energy in the sweet spot. But as you see from how that's graduated from that taper, as you walk out onto the pole where you're going to lose energy on a normal design, it increases the energy and throws the ball further. Now let me share with you this chart right here. I just want to show you. This is my competitor's putter. Let me get this over here. This is my competitor's putter, the Cameron Newport style, which is basically like a ping answer, okay, of a shape of a putter. We had balance certified companies do this test for us. It's an independent company. These two guys worked at NASA for 17 years, so they're very bright. They know what they're doing. We gave them the putters. We told them, here's what you do from this distance, heel, toe, center. Just tell us what happens.
Hold on one second. I just want to get beside you there.
Not a problem. Okay. And so you see the heel shot, you see the toe shot. And this is nothing against Cameron. This is a regular answer style putter. Okay, just to show you what kind of distance loss is in the design of the product. Now ours is the same thing in the past years. You would lose that much. On a 60-foot putt, look at the center shot. Here's the toe shot. You lose 7 feet. Now, I don't know about you, but a 7-footer for your second putt is not a good combination. That's usually a recipe for a 3-putt. Okay? Now, just so we don't pick on Mr. Cameron only, we pick on a little Never Compromise. They have a little mallet here called the Sub 30, which also has terrible results on heel and toe shots. So they also have 6 and 7 feet for the second putt. Now, just to show you how well we've done, this is our last 20 months that we've made the 6.4 GT, that one that Vijay Singh won 7 of his last $10 million on that $10 million year. That was with our putter. Bart Bryant won the Memorial and the Tour Championship by a record 6 shots with that putter. The smaller version, Funk won the TPC in Jacksonville with it. So the technology in that putter works real well. Look at what happens. The distance loss isn't bad. It's only 2 feet on 60. And the directional...
Is this due to the MOI on your putter?
That's due to the high MOI, that's right. The directional correction is 100%.
Right.
It wouldn't twist at all, and it would send it dead straight.
Right.
Now, as you know, here's Greg Norman's area. Here's Elkington's area. Here's Billy Mayfair's area.
Right.
I'm dead serious. He uses the entire toe.
Nothing against you, Billy, Mr. Yips.
Well, Billy, hey, we love you, Billy, and we know that those extra millions you've made with our putter is something that you'll enjoy. He switched to that 6.4 because he actually uses the end of the putter.
Right, right.
So I just wanted to share that with you because it's a good product we've been selling. Here's our new product. It's absolutely perfected straight across the face. Doesn't lose anything. So, you know, there's an independent test called Balance Certified. Ask them what they did. You'll find out it was a fair test.
Very, very impressive. So, as you can see, doesn't lie here. That's amazing. You can't just pick that putter up and see that. You know, I need an explanation, but that's technology of the 21st century.
Well, you know, that's why we set up the robot at this event. We wanted to set up a robot to actually show what these off-center hits are doing, and to show the competitors in action. And the better thing we're going to do in the future is incline that to make it go 40 and 60 feet, you know, in type of distance, so to exaggerate those flaws and all those other putters, just like when you have a 40 and 60 footer out on the golf course. Yep.
Hey, well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
You heard it here first on the Golf Man channel. We'll send it back to Plano.